All right, welcome to Atheism versus Logic. My name is Jeremy Spry, and I want to talk about being rational and very skeptical of abiogenesis, that non-life became life without a creator. And so one of the ways that we can be very skeptical of that is analyzing the lab results that show that chemicals can become more complex, chemical evolution, and eventually lead to life. And so one of those ways is by looking at the RNA World Hypothesis. Now I'm going to provide a link to a video by Stated Clearly where he does a great job, I believe, talking about it, and he's very honest. Because the part that I appreciate in this video is that he's honest that in the lab they had to provide, I believe it was specific enzymes for the backbone binding of the RNA molecule. And so I appreciate stuff like that. And so here's what I'm asking atheists to do. Don't just believe everything you hear about lab results. Investigate them. Make sure you listen to the scientists, because scientists are honest. And they'll say, well, we had to do this, or this might not have happened, in the original environment of an early Earth. And so that's what I want people to do, because I think it's irrational to believe that chemicals over chance and time through natural selection became life. I think that's irrational. So I'm going to link another video showing just how complex it is that DNA is able to be carried to the ribosome and then copied and made into proteins, copied by the mRNA and brought to the ribosome. So that's what I'm really about. I had a great interview with Steve McRae and his guests last night, and you can check out that video. And I've really been focusing on DNA, and I see that that's just not an issue for them. We see DNA differently. They believe it's very logical for it to have evolved, and I just don't think a recipe can evolve. And so what I really need to start attacking is chemical evolution and show that there is this huge gap between chemicals and life, and that it's very difficult for chemicals to become life. And so what I want, again, atheists to do is to be very skeptical and rational about these tests that are done. You got the Miller-Urey experiment that showed that amino acids could come about on their own, and I'm fine with that. I don't discredit that lab result. But then you had, in those days, people printed papers saying that they made life in a lab, and an amino acid is not anything close to life. Yeah, it's a building block to life, but man, I bet I could build a steering wheel. Give me a piece of metal and I could probably build a steering wheel. I cannot build a car, right? That's very different. So a building block to life is very far from functional life itself. So again, please be skeptical. Please be rational. Check out this video by Stated Clearly, and check out this other video of how amazing what happens inside of a cell when DNA is brought to the ribosome and turned into proteins.